I'm Lyndon Dixon. Welcome back to Slothbox, joined again by Chucky Barrera. Chucky, how are you, mate?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm not too bad, but before we get into the actual interview, it's a question that I should have asked last time. Where on earth did the nickname Chucky come from?
That came from my coach. Um, he had put me into sparring with some kids that had been there for like 3 months, and
Mm.
I believe it was like only my second or third week there. Um, and I made both of those kids quit with a left hook to the body, and then he told me two things. He says, one, I'm gonna be costing him money, and two, that I'm a killer in the ring. That's
I
why he
love,
gave me the nickname Chucky.
I love that. Last time we spoke, it was ahead of your debut, and since then you've gone on to win that debut and get a draw. But sticking with
Yes.
the debut, how was it? How was the nerves?
I wasn't really nervous. Not until they like called my name into the for to walk out. That's when I start feeling like a little bit jittery. But other than that, as soon as I stepped in the ring, I felt really calm. I felt like if I had been there before, and I'm gonna say that's because of like the nationals, how like the nationals, everybody's watching you in one ring when you make it to the finals. So kind of felt similar. Um, but I felt oddly comfortable. So it was pretty cool.
You knocked out your opponent in the third round. I mean, that's a perfect debut in my eyes. How did it feel once you got that win?
Oh, it was surreal. I
Mm.
mean, I was super excited. I didn't expect to stop the kid. I thought I was gonna, be in there all 4 rounds. Luckily, I didn't go looking for the knockout. It just
Yeah.
they told me set up this punch, and I set it up, and the referee waved it off, and I was super excited.
Perfect. But since then, you went on to fight Anguiano. I hope I'm pronouncing that right in November. But that was a draw.
Yes.
Just, I know I've seen on social media that you was disappointed with the draw. But talk us through what went wrong necessarily in that fight.
I'd say just foot placement. Even during camp, we didn't really have enough left-hander sparring. We uh we had people that were left-handed that were switched left-handed, but they weren't natural southpaws. So it wasn't really like they were setting me up into traps. They were using what a natural southpaw would use. So it was kind of like, yeah, we're getting the left-handed angle, but not really the traps and the experience. But all said and done, we did our training. We still believe we could have beat this kid. Um, I kept stepping on his, tripping over his lead foot, and then I kept dipping into his left hand. Going back to fighting the orthodox. That's what you do. You lean over to the right side to get away from that right hand. But it is what it is. Mistakes are made. Um, and yeah, I got a little frustrated during the fight too, so it kind of affected me.
Mm.
But I still try to do as much as I could to pull out the win. But guess we just got the draw.
But on a positive note, you're still undefeated. You're two fights
Yeah,
in, one
definitely.
win, one draw. But you've got your next fight this week. It is fight week. How's camping for that?
Cam's been phenomenal. I mean, I feel like it's way better than the first fight and the second fight. This fight should be more explosive. I feel in way better shape. I feel more confident in myself and my ability. Uh, that's following because I what I displayed in the sparring sessions, this all of camp, and did the things that we worked on. Stay composed a lot. So hopefully, come fight night, could do the same thing. Get a get a good performance, exciting performance. A lot of combinations, and display my speed and power.
I haven't seen too much about your opponent for this fight, or if it's been announced yet. So, could you perhaps talk us through who you're fighting, what he's like?
Uh, yeah, he's I heard he's 32. His name's Victor Hernandez or Martinez, something like that. Um, he's a brawler. He's tall. He's like 5'8", 5'9". Which doesn't make sense why he's a brawler, but I mean, whatever fits his style, right? Um, but that's all we know about him so far. He's making his debut as well. Uh, so all I know is he's gonna come forward and either I'm gonna have to outbox him or beat him at his own game.
Mm. Moving on from the fight as such, I've seen your coach say recently about he has a strong belief that you're going to be a future world champion. How does it feel knowing that you've got someone behind you that's got that much confidence in you?
Oh, it feels great. He's been saying it since I was 11 years old that I was going to be the best in California in 10 years. Um, so I mean, this year will be the 10-year mark, I believe. So
Mhm.
that'd be pretty cool to achieve that goal of his.
100%. But I just want to dig a little bit deeper. You come across from when we've spoke as a driven, ambitious young man. I just wondered, I'd love to know, what is it that drives you? What is it that motivates you?
I just love fighting, and I like to prove
Mm,
that I'm the best. You know, I want everybody to see that all this work that I put in, it wasn't just for nothing. I believe I should be in there with the top guys eventually. So this is the road to proceed to that stage, and
mm.
I just can't wait to get there.
Well, elsewhere in boxing, Tank Davis got the win a couple of weeks back now, and everyone's calling for Tank against Garcia. And it's moving on. I think contracts have been swapped over. How do you see that fight going? Because it's going to be a big one.
That is a I think it's going to be a 50-50 fight, to be
Mm,
honest. I mean, if Garcia can keep him out, use his distance, he has speed and he has pop. That's one thing you can't take away from him. His chin's been tested already with the left hander as well. But if you can keep him on the distance and catch Tank coming in with a quick left hook, I think that'll be it. Because Tank gets hit a lot. But then again, if he falls into Tank's game and tries to, get on the inside with him, and I see Tank taking over from that part. But it's whoever lands something clean is going
mm.
down. I don't see that fight going the distance at all.
Well, the last question from me, I think I asked you it last time. You're two fights in, one win, one draw, and it's a fresh start. It's a new year. But where do you see yourself come the end of the year? How many fights you had? What has Daniel Chucky Barrera done?
Hopefully, by the end of this year, we could be 5-0. So a total of 6 fights. Sucks saying that because I have a draw, but it is what it is. That'll be great. 5-0 this year. If we could get another one 6-0, that would be awesome. But just want to stay busy these next few years, and you know, don't have to rush into anything that I don't need to. But I do want to fight, so I want to stay busy and keep progressing, and hopefully get, like I said, it's the road to compete with the top level fighters. So can't wait.
Exactly. Well, me neither. I can't wait to see it. But Daniel, thanks for your time, my friend. I've been Lyndon Dixon. He's been Daniel Chucky Barrera, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.